Hello Cancer, and welcome to your monthly forecast for September 2020. This is my channel, Serona Tarot. I'm just cleansing your space at the moment. So this will be a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Energies and genders can be interchangeable, so they're non-gender specific. I do shuffle on camera, so I take jumpers out the pack. If it takes too long and you get a bit bored, just fast forward. I always begin with about 20 seconds of the sound bowl just to tune in with my energy. If this does resonate with you, that's great. Then it means that we are in sync, and therefore please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification button. It really does help me out as well. A couple of things to bear in mind for the month of September for the collective overall. We've got the full moon on the 2nd of September in Pisces. Now this is going to bring up a lot of sensitivity and regarding your environment, okay? Your perception. You're going to be really seeing things for how they truly are in your surroundings, in your environment, and it might lead to feel quite insecure, okay? It's going to bring up all of those energies, all those niggly kind of feelings, all right? But at the same time, you're going to be very perceptive about it, so it's good information and knowledge that's actually coming through. On the 17th of September, we got a full moon coming into Virgo, and this is all about cleaning up shop. This is all about getting organized, doing a spring clean internally, externally, and getting rid of that which no longer serves. So it's quite a pivotal month. I'm noticing as well with all the readings. There are big things happening with all the zodiac signs, with everyone, and globally as a collective, okay? Things are coming up to the surface, and near the end of the month you are starting to get rid of the things that are not really in alignment with you anymore. Okay, so we'll start off with about 20 seconds of the sound bowl to tune in with my energy. All right, Cancer, let us see what September has in store for you. We'll start off with Sacred Destiny, just to get an overall flavour of the month, the theme of the month, if you will, for the collective. Can we have one card, please, for Cancer, for their highest good, please, for the month of September 2020? With that one, that fell first. Focus. Okay, so it could be that there's a lot, remember I was saying there's a lot of stuff happening around you, as depicted in this picture. We've got the snow coming down, the snow leopard. Now the snow leopard is a very rare animal, not often seen by others, and that's your rarity. So you are having a very rare, individual, unique perspective on the things that are happening around you. However, it might be a bit clouded by all the snow, okay? You might not be seeing exactly where you're going because of all this. Remember I was saying about the energies all coming up all around you. So it's encouraging you to keep focused on your goal, to keep focused on your path, because no matter what is happening around you, you need to be driven, you need to see clearly, and you must not allow the snow to impact your vision, to impair your vision, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's get Moonology out and see what Moonology has for you for the month of September. Just have one card, please, for Cancer. Thank you. Look at the bigger picture. full moon in Sagittarius. So this is where you're needing that focus to look at the big picture and not be clouded by disruptions or impairment of vision, in terms of metaphorically speaking, around you. There's going to be lots happening around you, and you need to keep your focus and that's your focus is the bigger picture. Okay, you're keeping strong, you're keeping assertive, you're going through it. You are not going to be affected, or it's encouraging you not to be disrupted by the little petty little arguments, the little conflicts, the little self-conflicts, the things that are happening on a global scale as well. It's encouraging you not to be impacted, especially with your sign. You are a water sign. You are very emotionally driven. You are very sensitive to the energies around you, and it's encouraging you, if you allow yourself to be affected by these energies, these little disruptions, it's going to set you off course. Okay, and you have focus. You've got a higher vision, you've got a deeper vision, you've got a higher perspective over things if you remain focused and forward. What does Work Your Life Oracle have for you? What would be helpful for Cancer for the month of September 2020, please? Oh, it's too many. Just one, please. Thank you. Priestess. There we go. See, Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So you can't very well be distracted by these petty things that are happening around you. And they may not feel petty, but in the grand scheme of things, they are. Because what's really going on here is you've got a mission deeper or stronger than you realize. And what's really happening over here is you need to lead the way, and you cannot lead the way if you get distracted and disrupted by all these things around you. And that also means on a global scale. So if political unrest is affecting the general population, if things feel a lot in turmoil, I see you being focused and strong because you can see the bigger picture. Now you have to do that. You have this deeper inner calling to do that because you know deep within yourself that you need to lead by example. You need to hold, it's like on a very spiritual level, it's like hold in the light codes, hold in and ground them into the earth. You need to have that experience of allowing these things to just water off a duck's back, because your vision is much stronger and much larger than all these little things. With the Priestess, it talks about that person who is always out for the highest good, okay? Always out, even on a humanitarian scale. They know that even if they're not doing work that is immediately impacting the globe, the whole world, they know by working their own light and about not allowing themselves to be affected by negative energies around them, they are leading by example to their immediate surroundings, and that shifts and spreads out to everyone else. So it does have that impact, okay? But you've been called to step up and lead. So really what Spirit is saying to you is that you've got to keep walking your route. Keep looking at the bigger picture. Don't be affected by these exterior circumstances. If you manage yourself within and hold the light within in the internal body, you are going to be in a better place to step up and lead, okay? So it's really asking you to it's going to be, I wouldn't say challenging time, but it's really asking you to where you've worked quite hard at where you are now in a spiritual sense, but also your personal life. It's like you've learned a few lessons, and you've done quite a lot of healing, and you're at a bit of a stronger position at the moment in amongst all of this stuff. And it's basically saying, okay, you're in quite a solid place in the beginning, right? Now we're going to throw a curveball for you to see if you can manage that. And that is actually just stepping up, because it's managing that equilibrium in amongst turmoil around you. All right, and that is how you are leading by example. Now let's see how it's affecting you with regards to tarot. I've got a slightly different setup, so I'm using the Good Tarot deck by Colin Baron Reid, but I'm only using the major arcanas to see what the major energies or currents are flavoring this month of September for you. Can we get 3 cards, please, for Cancer for September 2020 for their highest good, please? First one out, the Hermit, introspection. There's one, 2. Interesting. And we got Strength. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, so Scorpio also had the Hermit and the Hierophant in these positions. Not in these positions, but in the majors. Looking at the bigger picture is really looking at the bigger picture within. Okay, how do you want your external world to look like? You can't do that on the outside. You have to go within for that. And that's the only way you can really see the bigger picture. That's the only way you can establish focus, okay? Strength is coming in, and strength talks about courage, determination, taming the inner beast, okay? So there could be an element of whereby you might feel that you're drawn or you tripped up by past habits, and you know they no longer resonate with you, but because they're so ingrained in your way of being, you haven't quite cleared the slate. You haven't quite cut them completely out of your life. So what's happening over here is that these little things are tripping up every so often, and as almost like a test to ensure that you can rise above it, step up, rise above it, okay? Everything is on a higher perspective. Look at the bigger picture, the stepping up, right? The Hierophant is also that connection to spirit. It's also that sort of rules, regulations, organizations, even government bodies as well, doing things the right way. But it can also very much be a sort of a spiritual mentor, a spiritual way of being, a way of thinking, a belief system, even a religion, any of those sorts of things, okay? So really what's happening with you is what's the image I get? It's like it's almost like the snow leopard, okay? Remember, with the snow leopard being rare, you are walking your path for the greater good, okay, so to speak. But your perception, your bigger picture, your reasons why you do certain things, the way you do it is completely and utterly unique to you, okay? The snow leopard is a solitary animal, okay? It doesn't live amongst a herd. You're not a sheep. You're not a sheep, okay? You've got your own vision, and you don't really get a sheep leader, do you? You get the dog, the shepherd dog leading the sheep. You're not a sheep at all, okay? So you have a very rare perspective of this, and you need to make sure that you are familiar with that in all aspects of your life, because there's going to come up elements of past behaviors that are going to try and trip you up, and you need the strength and courage to see it for what it is and continue on this journey, okay? Because that's leading you to the spiritual stepping up, spiritual plane, because you have a broader goal in your mind. This is a very spiritual reading, this one for you guys. There is a greater picture. You're zooming out, and but in order to zoom out, you need to zoom deep within first, all right? And that's going to allow you to really see things quite clearly. Let us clarify with the Fountain Tarot. Get a bit more information for you. I know this is a general reading, so I cannot be very specific. These are the energies that are surrounding your zodiac sign. Why is the Hermit card here, please? Why is the Hermit card here, please? Can we clarify the Hermit card? Thank you. Justice. Anything else for the Hermit card, please? Three of Wands. Anything else? No. Okay. This Hermit card talks about introspection, really taking a break, really breathing in what is going on in your life, what is the turmoil that's around you, okay? And ultimately what you're coming into realization and reflection on is a sense of balance, a sense of, I feel like there's some part of you that has a very humanitarian goal. It's like I'm picking up on it. You pick up on the collective consensus. You pick up on what's happening, and I feel like you really are spending a bit more time to go within, to really figure out, to really calibrate within yourself, what does justice mean to you in the whole world at large? What is justice? Where are there inequalities? You are spending a lot of time introspectively, really trying to understand where the balance has been imbalanced, where the justice system has not been served. And we're thinking on a global scale, so even those political aspects that are coming through, blah, 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 you are really reflecting on that. And that's what's serving you to have this focus forward of like, this is my path. I'm going to ensure that I do not be impacted and affected by these inequalities in the world. And I know that by walking my path, I'm setting an example to others that you don't have to put up with it. Okay. And then the Three of Wands talks about taking that next step, or waiting for your ship to come in, as it would be the traditional tarot. But it could also end up being a bit of a waiting card, a waiting period, and in that waiting period you're working on something. Okay, the threes talk about creativity, creating something new. Wands is all that energy of the fire in your belly, that solar plexus energy with that yellow, and it's about kind of motivation. Okay, but it's like this introspection is like, well, what am I actually working on or waiting for? What am I actually doing within to understand how balance affects myself and affects the world at large? And where are there inequalities? That is what you are being driven by at the moment for the month of September. You really are taking that higher, it's like that really higher perspective on things, and that is what's fueling you, because what is affecting you personally with all this disruption affects the masses, and you are but a reflection of others. Okay, so you are feeling the whole world deep within, and you know that if you shift your energy and you remain focused, you have a positive effect on others. And in turn, it will spread and will spread and will spread. Okay, strength. Why is strength here, please? Why is strength here, please? Okay. That's the first one. The Chariot. Victory, success, moving forward. Seven of Cups, decision making, options available to you. Two of Swords, being a bit of a crossroads, not really knowing what to decide. And then the Queen of Cups. Okay. So courage is needed to maintain your path, to keep going forward with the Chariot card there, right? That victorious. Strength is needed to keep going when you feel like there are, you know, that turmoil around, there's lots of stuff happening around you. when that's happening around you, but also when you feel like, well, actually, you could make any decisions. You could do this, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. Which one is emotion going to fulfill you? And I feel like you're a bit, the strength that comes in because you're needing to a bit more clarity on how to move forward, how to remain focused, because you're undecided a bit. You sort of feel like you could be potentially at a stalemate, but you don't know how to drive forward. So this is a driving forward, and this is like, oh, which way do I go? Which path do I go? And then this one, I can't decide. Okay, so that's where strength is coming in. That's where the courage is coming in to allow you to come into that Queen of Cups space of that emotional, and of course Queen of Cups is water, which is also Cancerian energy. Queen of Cups is that, like, okay, I can be more nurturing, I can be more loving, the Queen of Cups is more settled within her emotional body. She is a very nurturing, caring person for others, and she's very calm. Okay, so where this feels quite haphazard, of like, I need to drive forward, I need to be victorious, and you will be victorious because it's Chariot here, it's a major arcana, so it sort of overrides all these three, right? But there it comes with this maybe perhaps head in the clouds, a bit like daydreaming, options, opportunities, which one do I go for, which possibility do I go for, and you can't really decide. Okay, but it will settle in within your emotional body. It will settle with it. You will be able to make those decisions. Okay, but it'll just take a bit more strength. It would just take a bit more courage and determination to kind of go, okay, well, let me just switch off all these niggling thoughts around me and forcing myself to make a decision, and let me just sit with it internally and just see what happens and listen to my higher self, listen to my internal guide. Why is a Hierophant here, please? Gee whiskers, right. Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters. Four of Wands, stable, happy environment. Anything else, please, for Hierophant? Okay, thank you. Temperance, yes, okay. Right. So the month, even though there's a bit of a story emerging, it feels like these energies are interlinking. Okay, we've got this internal introspection of where the injustices are in the world and what you can do about it, how you can live your life that is true to you, as in alignment with your soul, that would inevitably affect others, because it would be that you are stepping up to lead in some way, even if it's just leading by example. Okay, the challenges coming in with regards to making those decisions. Which way is really the way to go? I'm feeling a bit lost. I want to drive forward, but actually I feel like I don't know which direction. So they're saying, so focus, look at the bigger picture. Okay, with the Hierophant here, I see you coming into that Queen of Cups vibe there, that settlement, that more kind of stable. Okay, I'm just going to slow down, and it's asking you to slow down because we've got Temperance here and we've got the Hierophant. This is spiritual, really kind of what is the right thing to do, what is the most ethical thing to do for that is in true alignment with me, which is fair for all, and which is for my highest good, which would be for others' highest good as well. Okay, you're moving on to calmer waters with this. Okay, you're moving away from this stuck indecision energy here. You're moving into a more a settled space in your mind, especially with that card there. And you are stepping into a more stable environment. Fours represent stability, structures, okay, happy home, good, solid lifestyle, happiness, you know, excitement, and with Temperance. So it's going to be quite, it's like, it feels like quite a slow month, in the sense of, I feel like you probably want to make huge major changes and shifts, because there's so much happening around you on the global aspect, and you try not it's very difficult not to be swept away with it. Okay. But what is helping you this month is by maintaining your focus and taking your time. Taking your time. Do not step forward. It's like the snow leopard would know where the snow leopard would know his terrain really well. Okay, he would know where there were elements in the ground where there was snow covering over a deep hole, so he would know not to step over it because he's well aware of his terrain. Okay, just like you, it's like thinking smart, not working hard. It's like, okay, you know within yourself that by slowing down and not being swept up in all, I feel like there's going to be quite a lot of aggression in society brimming to the surface. The challenge for you not to be swept up into making an impulsive decision or reaction to other people around you in your immediate life and on a larger scale, by slowing down where everyone is moving really, really fast, that is going to enable you to really focus and look at the bigger picture. With that temperance, it's all divine timing, okay? You will be able to move into calmer waters and sort of go within and understand where you are in your life and know that you don't have to be impacted or disrupted by others. Stay in your own sense of being until you feel ready, because I feel like you're going to be like, oh, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do this. I don't know what to do, right? Okay, because I want to move forward, but I can't. That's where the challenge comes in. That is your, that's strength is needed there to remember, no, don't get swept up with everyone else's drama. Do not do that. You have got to slow down, okay? That's entirely the time to slow down and really think about your terrain. Think about where you want to take that next step, okay? And by doing that, you are being the solid rock for others as well. You are leading by example, not being caught up in negative, fear-based energies that are surrounding you. That is how you step up and lead. So Cancer, interesting month for you guys. I wish you all the best. I hope that this resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share, comment, whatever you like. It does help me out. And I wish you a great September. Stay strong. You can do this. Okay? Much love and light. Take care. Bye.